Hey everyone, we're going to start the adult class in about 3 to 4 minutes. All right, it's up, it's live. All right, so people watching, training in the children's class, it looked like we had 104 people viewing it and 80 people engaged. So that tells me there's a good amount of people following along and working out. That's awesome. All right, let's see if we can do the same thing for the adult live stream, which is going to start in a couple of minutes. All right, I see people starting to sign on now. Good idea, adults. If you have a bottle of water, keep it close by. Maybe you need a towel. You know, the usual stuff we do in class. Hey Dana, how are you? I'm so glad you joined us. Yerk, are you going to work out? That's awesome. Hey Mike. Hi Barbara. All right, guys, I'll give it another couple seconds. That's awesome. Kristen's working out. Great. Tell her I will trade her painting lessons for martial art lessons. All right, guys. All right, we're going to get started. All right, so a couple things. First of all, those of you that had your children do the earlier class with me, thank you very much for keeping them motivated and taking the time out to make sure that they were watching and participating. I know this is tough. And I know this is a challenging time, but I also understand that it's very important that we keep children on a schedule. And it's up to us, it's up to you guys as parents to do that. I know your job is tough. Being in the house 24/7, 7 days a week, and entertaining your children. I see what my brother and my sister-in-law, Courtney, are doing with Sue and I, our niece, Emily, and it's a challenge, it's tough, so I thank you. All right, so I'm looking down the floor because I have my lesson plan on the floor. But I'm going to do something a little different today. I have the same lesson plan as last week, but I added some stuff to it. And what I decided was with the adults, I'm not going to go with a lesson plan. And I'm not going to do, we're going to do 1, 2, 3. I'm going to just kind of go wherever the flow takes me in what we do. Kind of like the way I run my classes every single night. And you guys who train the adults in class, you obviously love it because you're here. So that's what I'm going to try to do. So bear with me if you see me zone out for a minute because I'm trying to pull something out of the sky and translate it to you guys. Okay? So again, we're going to do this so that anyone and everyone can work out, whether you're a beginner with no experience or someone who has a tremendous amount of experience. Those of you that do have experience, when we're doing something as simple as throwing a jab, you can be throwing a jab and throwing your cross. You can be throwing a jab and using your elbow, or whatever it may be. Those of you that are beginners, if we're throwing a jab, a cross, and an elbow, and a knee strike, if that's what we decide to do later, and that's too much, then you just stick with the jab. Break it down to the simplest form so that you are able to follow along. Remember, it's not about getting the whole combination down perfect. It's not about remembering 400 different sequences and doing those sequences. It's about taking one thing and doing it to the best of your ability. And then adding another thing and another thing and another thing as time goes on. That's how we get good at whatever it is we're trying to do. All right, so let's start with, we'll bow in. All right, let's take a seat. I start all the children's classes off like this. I know sometimes we don't really start the adult class with this, but I feel this is important that we do this when we're doing this live virtual training, because right now our minds can be on what we need to do after this class. Our minds can be on what we see our children doing right now or what we did earlier. So what I want you to do, for what I call when we're doing self-defense, is the 75-25 rule. So you're in your house, and some of you have children, and you have to focus on your kids. I get it. So what we're going to do is we're going to take 75% of our focus, and we're going to put it on what we're doing. The other 25% goes on our surroundings. So you're fully aware of what's going on around you. You're fully aware of what's in front of you, behind you, the noises you hear, everything. But you only have 25% of your focus there. 75% is on me, it's on you and your training. At some point, if your kid needs help or you got to step away, now your focus shifts. 75 goes to the situation, 25 goes back to what you were doing before you stepped away. We're defending ourselves. It's never one-on-one. It's never someone in front of you, that person, you get into an altercation, it goes from verbal to physical, and you now have to protect yourself. It's never that one person. I mean, at least you don't look at it that way, because you don't know who else is around. So, and you don't know your environment. You step back, you step over a curb. You take that person to the floor, you smash your knee on the floor. So you need to understand situational awareness, and to have 75% of the focus on the threat that's in front of you, and then 25 on what's around you. And then that focus shifts according to the situation that's in constant motion. All right? All right, so I'm done talking. Let's close our eyes, put our hands here, let's sit up nice and tall, and for 60 seconds, let's just focus on breathing through the nose, and then slowly out through our mouth. Keep your eyes closed, starting now. Breathe in, and breathe out. Breathe in, and breathe out. "30 seconds, halfway there. Get a rhythm going, calm yourself down. Think positive thoughts. Think about how awesome you're going to feel after this workout. 15 seconds. 5. All right, let's open our eyes. Awesome. All right, let's stand up. All right, I don't need to say this, but I'm going to say it because it makes me feel better. Just make sure you have enough room around you, to your left, to your right, what's behind you, what's in front of you. Same thing I told the kids, if you're on a carpeted floor and you have socks on, you leave the socks on, doesn't matter. If you're on a wood floor, a tile floor, please take your socks off. I don't want you to slip and fall, especially when we're moving around and or kicking or punching. All right, so let's start with some basic warm-ups. Okay. All right, let's keep our hands on our waist, put our feet apart. All right, what we're going to do from this position, we're going to bend forward, and we're going to go back. And we're going to go forward, and back. Now, if you need to stay in a position longer period of time than I'm spending, by all means, you can stay there. Everyone's body is different, so everyone's body should be stretched differently. So if you want to move quicker than me, that's fine. One more forward. And back. Good. All right, let's keep our feet here. Let's get a little closer together. The hands on the waist, and we're going to take our body, we're going to start moving from the hips, full circle, going to our left. So we're going to go this way. Nice and slow. And after every 2, maybe 3, we'll switch to the other side. And you'll find you might have more flexibility on one side than the other, and that's totally fine. And as we're doing this, we're focusing on the breath. In through the nose, out through the mouth. And one more. Good. Stay here. Left arm up, right hand stays on the hip, and bending forward. Well, now forward to the side. Reach your fingers to the ceiling, and switch. Now start to extend the arm up. Reach. One more to your right. And if you want to take this right hand and do this, you can. You don't have to. And switch. Back to the middle. Good. All right. Let's take our hands up, make an X. All right. Earlier, those of you with me with the children, we did this. Do the same thing. But let's add a hip rotation into this. So as we bring our hands down, what I want to do when we go, see, left forward, right forward, left forward, right forward. So all along with this, we're just going to turn our hips. But if you think about this, this is like doing kind of same motion we do when we block, or one of the many blocks we do. All right, here we go. Ready? And we're going to go to our right first with the left hand leading. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back to the center, and just like gravity, take your arms around in a full circle. Change, back. Cross them in front, and forward. Shake them out. Good. All right, let's take the left arm, cross, right arm, right above the elbow on the tricep, pulling the arm. We don't want to turn our hip now. We want to keep our body straight. Just move the arm. Release. Now we do the right. And release. Good. All right, hands on the waist. Moving your head full circle. Nice and slow. Switch, other direction. And switch. And last one, change. Good, stop. Look to your left, turn only your head. Right. Up. Tuck your chin, as if we're doing a break fall. Looking down at the floor. Back to the center, take your left ear to your left shoulder. You can use your hand to guide your head down, do not pull. You should feel that stretch all the way down, left, right side of your neck. Release, switch. Right ear to the right shoulder. Awesome, and release. Slowly shake it out. All right, let's get our feet apart. We're going to bend our knees, we're going to take our forearms. We're going to put them on the inside of our thighs, right above the knee joints. We're going to be here. And we're going to push out, and we're going to sit through. And all we're going to do from this position is sit through and push and feel that stretch on the inner thigh, both thighs. As we do this, I want you to move your weight from one side to the other. You can go down as far as you want, or you can stay here. Whatever you're comfortable with, whatever you feel you're getting the most stretch in that muscle group. Have a couple seconds. And relax. All right, straighten the legs, put the hands on the mat in front of you. Stay both arms, both hands over to your left. Do not push on your knee. They get below the knee or above it, but do not push on. And switch it to your right. Move back to the middle, hands on the mat. Stay both hands, reach through. As if we're trying to touch an object that's behind us. Reach. And back to the center. All right, so walk our hands out as far as we can without kicking our heels up off the mat. And I want you to take your fingers in your hands, push in to the mat, and push your hips back. As you're doing that, your head should fall between your shoulders. And if you want, you can see what I'm doing with my legs and shift your weight from one leg to the other. Or you can just stay here and hold this position. And slowly walk your hands back. All right, and we're going to sit through. Bottom of our feet together, shoulders back. Now look at me, straight ahead, I'm looking at you. Let's take our shoulders forward and keep our eye contact on each other. Bring your shoulders down, breathe, exhale. And bring them back. One more, forward. Look at me, look at me, look at me. And hold it, breathe. Go down a little bit more, great. If you can't, that's fine, hold it. And come on back. Good, all right, now let's take our right hand behind us. I want you to reach out, right behind you. Take your left arm, your left hand over to your right leg. And just turn your body to the right side. Exhale, as you exhale, you see you might get a little bit more stretched. You might be able to take this a little bit further. And release. Take your left arm, hand on the mat, take your right arm over to your left leg, and turn to your left. Breathe. And back to the center. Awesome. Let's take our right leg, put it out, reach both arms out, bring both hands to your right foot, and bring your head down. Or I shouldn't say your head down. Look at me, bring your shoulders down. Breathe. And come back up. All right, so let's stay here for this. Let's take our left leg, cross it over to the right. Now you got two options. You can take your right arm and stay here and turn, or you can take this right arm on the inside of your left leg and rotate. This, you don't need as much flexibility. This, you need a little bit more rotation. You need a little bit more flexible in your waist. And release, switch, right leg, left leg is out, right leg in, put it down. Both arms, hands, reach for the left foot. Look at me and bring your shoulders forward. You're stretching three muscle groups here. You're reaching forward, you're stretching your hamstring. You reach your arms out and reach, you're stretching your back, lower and upper. You curl your toes back and pull your foot back. You're stretching your Achilles tendon as well as your calf. And relax. All right, let's take the right leg over to your left. You can be here or in here. And rotate to your right side. And release. Awesome. All right, legs apart. Point the toes up. Both arms. Put your arms hands on the mat. All right, here's what I want you to do. I don't want you to do this. See what I'm doing? Keep your back straight. I want you to walk your fingers. Keep walking. Keep walking. Keep walking. When you get to the sticking point, you can't go anymore, hold it, but look at me. All right, walk a little bit more. That's it. You want to go a little bit more, you can. Breathe. Breathe. Point the toes up, curl them back on the front kick. Can we get another inch? Another inch. How about another? Hold it. Slowly slide them back. Awesome. Let's go to our left. And to your right. And back to the center. Awesome. All right, one last exercise. Take your left arm, like we did before when our legs were in the butterfly position. Here, here, and just turn. Release, switch, and release. Okay. All right, move your head around. All right, take 15 seconds. If you stretch, you want to stretch your arms, anything you feel that you need to spend an extra 20 seconds warming up. All right, what we're going to do next, and while you're doing that, just listen to me. What we're going to do next, we're going to do jumping jacks, push-ups, or a plank. You have a choice. And then leg raises, and I'll demonstrate each exercise in a second, okay? We're going to do them for 15-second rounds, and there'll be a 5-second break in between, so that way we can transition from one exercise to another, okay? I'm not sure how many sets we're going to do, but here's the thing. You'll want to stay with me, that's great. Some of you are probably in better shape than I am, and you can go further than me, go further than me, okay? If you can't go that far, don't go that far. You work to your level. The worst thing you can do is look at the person next to you. And what are they doing? Well, that person, number one, is a different person. They have a different body, which means they may be less flexible, more flexible, they may be bigger than you, smaller than you, whatever it is. So you can't expect yourself to do what they're doing or to do it like they're doing. What you need to do is do it to the best of your ability. And whatever that ability is, that's awesome. Because tomorrow or the next day, you're going to try to push that a little bit further. Okay? So don't worry about, oh, what's Mike doing? I can only do 10 of those, and Mike did 15, or I did 30, and Mike can only do 15. It doesn't matter. Okay? All right, so we're going to start with the jumping jacks. It's real simple. We all know the jumping jacks, all right? Here, 1, 2. All right, we do that for 15 seconds. Got a 5-second break. We're going to be in a push-up position. I think for my push-ups, I'm going to face this direction. I'm not going to face you, right? Because I want your back flat. I'm going to keep my back flat. Push-up position can be here. If you choose to do a plank, you stay here. Or you're on your forearms, whichever. If you're going to do your push-ups, you're here. Now, you might want to do your push-ups from the knees. That's fine. You might want to do them from your feet. That's fine also. All right, we do the leg raises. I'm going to face this way. I'm going to lie back. All I'm going to do from this position is take my hips off the floor and try to push my feet through the ceiling. 1, 2, 3. Those of you that train in Sensei Guy's Jiu-Jitsu class, we do these all the time. Okay? So we'll start with the jumping jacks, go to the push-ups, and then we'll go to the leg raises, and then we'll get into the martial art part of the class. Okay.
Ready?
Everyone good? So, you know, it sounds like a 5-second force.
Okay. Ready? Begin.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
5 left.
50. 8,
3, 2,
20.
stop.
All right.
5-second break.
Ready for your push-ups.
Get ready. Go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
5 left.
15.
Break.
18.
5-second break.
All right.
Get ready. Begin.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
This is challenging my math
6,
skills.
7. What's that?
It's challenging my math skills.
8.
Break.
9. All right. One more set. We're done. Come on. Stay with me.
Begin.
5, 10,
5 seconds left.
15,
Break.
20. Push-ups.
Begin.
5, 10, 15.
And break.
Leg raises.
Begin.
1, 2, 5.
That was 10 seconds. Break.
10. All right. All right, let's take a minute or two. Catch your breath. Get your uniform, grab a drink, water, and we're going to martial arts next.
Oh, now I gotta do push-ups.
Yeah, we're going to do those tonight.
Hola, Pato. For those of you who don't know, Pato's joining us from Argentina.
Pato
Yep. Horo's
is
here
an
too.
Ironman who qualified for the Ironman World Nationals.
World Championships.
World Championship in Kona, Hawaii. So Pato will be going to Hawaii in October.
October, we're going with
And
her.
we'll be competing with athletes from all over the world. And Sue and I are going to be going with her. Purely to support her. It has nothing to do with wanting to go to Hawaii. And her husband, Barry,
He's here.
who's, I hope you don't mind me saying this, Barry, I love you,
1.
71 years old. This guy has done
A lot.
marathons. Give me
Oh,
credit.
he doesn't even know. 30-something.
30-something marathons, 30 plus, assume Ironman races,
No, probably about 7, 8, 9, 10.
7, 8, 9, or 10 Ironman races. Every week, he goes up to the estates in Rockefeller Center across the bridge in
Rockefeller
Westchester,
Estates.
and he runs 18, 20 plus miles through the woods. That's his training.
Oh, he's 72
So,
now?
and he's 72. by the
72,
way.
okay.
So you want to talk about, that's the man I want to be when I get older. So, all right, so anyway, let's get started.
Also, I just want to say hi to John Hennessy, Walter Goldman, and Lorraine Corvino is watching.
Hi. All right, I gotta get going. All right, everybody. So let's start with our 8-point hand motion. Get our feet double shoulder width apart. Hands are gonna be here. All right, so I want to be here. Put on my hands just like this, loose, relax. All right, I want to be here. All right, so if you've never done this with me before, here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna go high, high. That's it. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. That's all you're gonna do. All right, and all I want you to think about is this motion. Because this motion, if someone is punching me, is a block. Okay? This motion, side of my hand, is a strike. I'm striking someone. If I have a stick in my hand, I'm swinging a stick. If I have a knife in my hand, I'm thrusting a knife. So the motion is the motion. It's how you use it that makes it different. When I was with the kids a little while ago, we were doing this. Same motion. Okay? All right, everyone else, we're going to do the 8-point blocking or 8-point hand motion. All right? So nice and slow. Sue, set the clock for, let's do 1 minute. Dana, you should know this. This is, Sensei Rich does this. This is what I've done in his school for 20 plus years of my training with him, who happens to be an amazing martial artist, by the way. So Rich, if you're watching, my training is because of you. Thank you. All right, here we go. Ready?
And begin.
Outside, outside, inside, inside, low, low, high, high, out, out, in, low, low, high, high, out, out, in, low, low. Now, you don't need to move as fast as me. Now I'm going to slow it down.
30 seconds. Dana remembers.
Now I'm going to just stay with the high. For those of you that are doing this, that's all you're doing.
Ten left. break.
All right.
All right, stop it.
All right. Shake your hands out. Everyone good? All right, let's continue. Now, get the right leg back. Hands are up. All right, so what we're going to do from this position, we're going to take that same motion. This. Remember this? So we're here. Someone's going to hit us, punch us to the head. You're going to block up high. What we're going to do is this. 1, back. 2, back. 3, back. So imagine someone's in front of you and this is what they're doing. I'm going to hit you. I'm going to hit you. I'm going to hit you. You're just going to block, block, block. This hand has to stay up to protect. I don't do this. I want this up because later I'm going to hit with this. So let's do, I'm going to count for this. Ready? We're going to block up. Ready? Elbows slow. Hands are up and left hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Now, 1, 2. Block, hit on 1 count. Block, hit. Notice I keep my hand open. I don't need to train myself to make a fist. If I asked everyone who had 0 martial art experience to go over there and hit one of those pads, I guarantee you everyone would make a fist and they would punch you. It's human nature. You can close your hand and hit. So what I want you to do is not think of a punch. I want you to think of a hand motion. This is a hand motion. This is a hand motion. That hand motion could be a punch. That hand motion could be a palm strike. That hand motion could be a finger jab. That hand motion could be using my elbow. So it doesn't matter what the technique is, it's the motion that makes it effective. So right now, up, out, up, out. That's 1 count. Ready? We'll do a count of 8 to 12. 1. We'll do 8. 2. 3. Here comes the punch. Block it. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. Good. Let's build off of this. Up, out, elbow. Up, out. I come around, hitting with my elbow. So block, I hit. Now I'm closer to my opponent, so I bring this elbow around to the side of their head. So we're 1, 2, elbow, 3. 3 moves, 1 count, and we'll do it on the other side. Ready? And 1, block, hit, elbow. 2, block, hit, elbow. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Switch your stance. Now we got the right leg forward, left leg back. Now we're using the right hand. High. Put it all together. Can we all do that? If for some reason you can't, it's confusing. We'll do 12 on this side. Just stick with the high block. You get this motion, add this. When you get this, then add that. If you don't, and all you do is block, that's perfect. All right, here we go. Ready? So someone's punching us now to the side of the head. We're doing that high block. Ready? Or high hand motion. 1, elbow. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to do 6 more. 7. Good. High block. Hit. Elbow. That's 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. Good. And change. All right, let's stick with the elbows. So we're going to come from here. We're going to do left and then right. So we're just going to do what we call 2 roundhouse elbow strikes. When I count 1, it's going to be hit, hit. 1, 2. 1, 2. So I'm hitting with the ball of the elbow. There's nothing wrong with taking the forearm across your opponent's face, okay? But you're going to do more damage with the point of the elbow, grazing with this, okay? Now, real quick, for you guys that are beginners, people maybe tuning in for the first time, I'm talking about hitting the person to the face with my elbow, blocking, punching them, okay? It's self-defense. Somebody, you guys do an altercation, that person is getting verbal with you, you turn around and walk away. Of course, when you turn around and walk away, you keep your eyesight on them. If you know you have no other choice, because that person is in your face, they got you back into a corner, or whatever it is, they throw a punch at you, you block it. You have to. You have 2 choices. You either let them hit you, or you stop them from hitting you. We all have a right to protect ourselves. When that person goes to throw the punch, you have every right to block. Now, where you take it from that point forward, all depends upon where it goes next. That person, you block their punch, you just push them away. That might be enough. If you throw a strong block, you give them a good thrust, like we do in class, that could work. Sometimes the block, and then they're throwing another punch and another punch. Now you got to block, you got to strike, you have to neutralize the person and do your best to stop them from harming you. So the situation will dictate your response. So when I'm saying hitting somebody to the head with an elbow, I'm saying that person is not stopping, you're in fear for your life, and that person's trying to hurt you. And you have to do whatever you have to do to stop them. All right? I'm not talking about someone who's just getting in your face, giving you words that you can just turn around and walk away from. All right? All right, so here we go. So we're going to go left, right, and we all start from here. Okay, ready? And 1, left, right, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, elbow, elbow, 8, let's go to 10, 9, and 10. Good, relax. All right, so let's do the same thing. Now let's add that knee strike. I believe we did knee strikes on, it was last Wednesday's class. All right, so I'm taking my knee, I'm bringing it straight up. What I'm trying to do is take this part of my knee, all right, I'm driving it into my opponent, okay? My opponent is upright, elbow, elbow. My hands go out. I'm grabbing the person in front of me. I'm holding on to them. I'm taking my knee and I'm driving it. If their head is coming down, I'm driving my knee into their head. If they're up, I'm driving that knee into their midsection, okay? So real slow. Elbow, elbow. Hands go out so I cover so I don't get punched. Drive the knee through. All right, if you can't do that, stick with the elbows. That's totally fine. All right, we'll do 8 and 8 on the other side. Ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Switch your stance. Now we're doing the right. So we're taking right elbow, left elbow. Let's just stick with that for accountability. Ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now we add the knee. We hit elbow, elbow, arms go out, left, knee through. Ready? We'll do a count of 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll do the last root, just the elbows. You guys keep doing the knee if you want. 6, 7, 8. Good. Relax. All right. Now, you notice everything we did was pretty much stationary. We stood here, but maybe we're taking a small, just a little, kind of like a little step. All right. Let's now do our best to get our body off that straight line. So look at me. I'm in front of you. All right. So if I go to grab you, I'm coming this way. If I'm going to grab to hit you, I'm coming this way. I'm going to punch. I'm in front of you. So what you need to do is get away from me. You need to move off on an angle. I said this last week. We have, as human nature, we have 2 types of personalities. We're either passive or we're aggressive. Aggressive means we want to meet the confrontation, right? We want to step up to the plate. We're going to find out what's going on. Passive means, doesn't mean you're timid or you're shy. You can be timid, you can be shy, but it also means, you know what? I'm going to take a step back. I'm going to evaluate this. I don't want to get involved too quick. And that personality can go through everything you do in life. Aggressive or passive. Neither one is positive nor negative. They're both positive and negative, depending upon how you use them. An aggressive person is always going to move in. Passive person is going to move back. So what we want to do, and now you don't have to train. You may want to train to be the opposite. But what we have to train is moving off. So I want you to get used to moving off on an angle. Instead of shooting straight in, we're moving straight back. Forward and back is awesome. It's great, as long as you know how to use it. All right, moving to the side gives you another tool, another way to move. So what we're going to do now when we move, is we're going to move this way, back, back. And we're going to stay to one side for now. I know last time we did left, right, and we did that X formation, that Kali footwork. For now, we're just going to take that one step. We're going to go this way. 1, back, 2, back, okay? So picture, you have a cone in front of you, right? You might want to grab a pillow off the couch, throw it in front of you, put a book in front of you, all right? You want to move to the side of that book, side of that pillow, or you just want to picture a spot on the floor. All right, so we're in our fighting stance. We got our hands up, I got my right leg back, and I'm here, okay? Not like this, okay? I'm just relaxed, look where I am, right here. So from this position, 1, back, 2, back, 3, back. We'll go to 12, 4, back, 5, back, 6, back, 7, back, 8, back, 9, back, 10, back. Now, I'm not going to go over it now. I'm not going to spend too much time, so I'm going to keep this moving. There's a difference between moving your front leg first, moving your back leg first. There's 2 ways to step. Front leg moves, back leg moves. Depending upon what you're looking to do, depends upon which step you use. And I'll say that for another lesson. We can do a 3-hour seminar just on that. All right, so from this position, let's change our stance. So here I am, straight ahead, coming to grab you. You're trying to grab me. Moving this way. Now I'm moving my front leg. You might want to move your back leg. Makes no difference for now. Ready? And 1, back, 2, back, 3, back, 4, back, 5, back, 6, back, 7, back, 8, back, 9, back, 10, back, switch. All right, my feet are still in the picture when I'm doing this one? Okay. All right, so now we step. Let's take this lead hand. 1, out. So when I move in, this lead hand goes out. When I move back, this lead hand goes out. Now what am I doing with the lead hand? I don't know. Punching, palm strike, finger strike. Maybe I'm blocking. Right now, the reason why I said I don't know is because I don't want you to worry about that. I want you to worry about just hand out, hand out, hand out, hand out, hand out, hand out. So here's the person in front of you, all right? You're moving off, there's your palm strike to their head. Moving off, here's your finger strike. Moving off, here's your jab. Moving off, we threw an elbow like we did before. But for now, let's just move the hands. Ready? And 1, back, 2, back, 3, 4, 5, 6, we'll go to 8, 7, 8, back. Good, switch your stance. Now we move right, back. Ready? Hand motion confusing, just do the footwork. Ready? Footwork confusing, stay here, just use your hand. And 1, back, 2, back, 3, back, 4, back, 5, back, 6, back, 7, back, 8, back. Good, switch. All right, let's add one more thing to this. Hand motion, footwork, hand motion 1, hand motion 2. Back. 1, 2, back. 1, 2, back. 1, 2, back. Now, if you notice I'm striking here, I'm not doing this. Because my opponent is here. They're throwing a punch at me. Right? They're hitting me, and maybe this is a block. I'm moving off to the side. Here's his face. That's the hand. All right, so I want to aim to where I moved away from. I don't want to aim and strike to where I'm moving to, because there's nobody here. That's why I'm moving here, to get out of the way, okay? So, this is confusing. You do this. You got the footwork, do the footwork. You got the footwork in the hand, do this. You got the footwork in the hand, add the other hand. All right, ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Switch your stance. Now we go to the right side. 1 and back. Or just this. Or just this. or the whole thing. Ready? Move on that 45. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nice. Good. Awesome. All right, so one more drill with the hands. And then, look, give me a second. Then we're going to do some blocking, okay?
Anthony says sweep the leg.
Sweep the leg. Tell Anthony I'm doing fancy footwork. Oh, all right, Anthony, thanks for breaking my train of thought. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're not moving on an angle anymore. You got caught off guard? Maybe you didn't get caught off guard. You want to move in. You want to move back. All right, so we're going to do 2 hands. We move in, 2 hands, we're going to move back. Okay? When we move in, we're going to start here, fighting stance. My hands are up. 1, back. Now when I move back, 2, back. So my hands now I'm using to create space, to push that person back. Maybe this is hitting them to the face. Maybe they're throwing a punch and I'm blocking off the shoulder. Right? It really doesn't matter what I'm doing. Right now, all I want you to do is picture me moving into you, and you're doing this. That's all you're doing. Now you're stepping into my space. So if you're going to step into my space, when I'm trying to step into yours, you have to be 1 step ahead of me. So if I'm moving at 2 miles an hour, you need to move in at 3 miles an hour. Because if you move in slower than me and you try to move in, I'm going to jam you up. That's when that forward motion does not work. Okay? So what you need to do is try to close that space as fast as possible. Get your hands here. Now, look where my hands are. Look at me. I'm you. If I was going to hit you, you were going to punch me. All right, see where my head is? It should be here. All right, get this here. This is protecting the side of my head. My arms are out. Right here. I know my body's open. Right now, I'm dealing with what's up here, but this hand can always go low. Okay? So we're just going to do the forward motion, then we'll do the back motion. So when I count, we're going to step. 1, back. 2, back. So now we're moving straight in. So let me put that cone back out. Let's move into the cone. We're not doing this. Here. We're doing this. Here. Here. See where I'm going? All right, ready? We'll do 6, and then we'll switch to 6 this side, and we'll do 6 back with each leg. Then we're done with this. All right, ready? And slow. 1, back. 2, back. 3, back. 4, back. 5, back. 6, back. Switch your stance. Now we're here. Ready? 1, back. 2, back. 3, back. 4, back. 5. Remember, you got to get in there quicker than the person coming at you. 6, back. Good. Switch. Now we're going to move backward. Person in front of you is here. They're moving at you real quick. All you're going to do is this. Back. Now, I don't need to be all hunched in here because I'm moving away. So that person hasn't closed the space just yet. So I can kind of pull my head back slightly and be here as opposed to here. I might have to transition from here to here when I move in, but for now, I just want you here. Hands out. Okay? So we got our right leg back. See the footwork? See the footwork? Hands. Out. Back. Out. Back. Okay? Ready? We'll do 6. And 1. Back. 2. Back. 3. Advanced students, you want to throw techniques from here, you're fine. You can. I don't want to because I don't want to confuse people. But you guys can do anything you want off of these upward hand motions. Ready? Well, I don't know what I'm on. I'll start 4. 4. 5. Back. 6. Back. Switch your stance. All right, now we move back. The other leg. 1. Back. Okay? All right, we'll do 6. And 1. Back. 2. Back. 3. Back. 4. Back. 5. Back. 6. Back. Good. All right. So we're basically done with that for now. Let me just go over something really quick and just bring it to your attention, because I don't know, maybe some beginners out there are asking the question or wondering, what's my hand position? All right, so I want you to think of basketball, football. You go for a jump shot. You go up to jump, grab the ball that's in the air. A lot of times, if you misjudge it, a lot of times the ball hits the tips of your fingers and takes your fingers with it. See, a lot of athletes jam their fingers with this type of motion. So what I'm doing when I'm stepping in or stepping back is I'm not leading with my fingers, because I don't want this to happen to my hand. My fingers are connected to my hands. They have nowhere to go from there. That's its range of motion. What I want to do is I want to hit with this. Because when I hit with this is bad. And this part of my hand, especially, not this part. See how the hand turns? I want to try to hit with more of the heel or the palm under the thumb, because that's lined up with my body. So this is what I would stiff arm with. This is what I would use if I had to push something hard and move somebody out of the way. So if I had to move someone out of the way and I had to move them, I would do this, hitting with this part of my hand, using that type of footwork. If I'm moving in here, but see what I'm hitting with? See where I'm over exaggerating now so you can see it. I could be here and I'm still focusing on that part of my hand. This is pulled back. All right, so this is what you're hitting with. You're not hitting with your fingers, okay? You're hitting with the lower part of the palm that's connected to the rest of the body, okay? All right, so those of you that want to practice at home, and I may eventually going to put this as like a 1 minute, 2 minute instructional video. We just do the footwork, where you could start with your feet together. Move here, here. And you go this way, move this way. And then you can move back this way, and you move back this way, and you move this way. Or you can move straight in and straight out. So you can do any combination you want with that footwork, and do it slow so you understand the footwork. Then put a timer on, do it a little bit quicker, and do it to build some type of an aerobic workout. Get some stamina going. But don't forget, when you're moving quick and you're working on stamina, the technique cannot fall by the wayside. The technique needs to be there. Because without the technique, you're developing a good cardiovascular system, which is great, but you can ride a bike and get that, or you can do jumping jacks and get that. What you're trying to do is develop a technique that you can use, God forbid somebody was to try to harm you. And using that technique, that's how you build your aerobic exercise. All right, so let's do one more thing, and then we'll do that awareness focus pad drill with the focus mitts. All right, so let's just really quick. We kind of did this. This was very similar to this, except my arms are out, my arms are in. Same motion, whether my footwork be straight ahead or my footwork be off to the side. All right, so let's not work on this one today. Let's work on what I call the wedge block, and that's using the one arm here to shield the one side of my face. All right, this is now where I see that person, they're in front of me, they push, and I see him, he's cocking his arm back to hit me with this arm. I know the punch is coming from this side. But if it's coming from this side, I know this is what I got to block. So I got two choices. I can either quick enough to move out of the way of it, or move in to stifle it, or move in, jam, and do my wedge block, okay? So what we're going to do for now, we're not going to do the footwork, we're going to just stay here. We're going to be from here, right, left, right, left, right, left. Now, don't do this. See this opening? This. See I'm covered? See where my elbow is? So as that person's throwing that punch to hit me to the face, I'm moving off this way. Okay? Moving off this way. If their punch is slightly angled, they're going to hit my elbow. Bad for them, good for me. If they miss my elbow, I'm covered, and that punch is deflected off of my arm. It's not to say you're not going to throw another punch with the other hand. That's why I got to keep both hands up. So I'm here. 1, 2. 1, 2. All right? We're going to keep our feet here. We're just going to go right, left, right, left. All right? I'm not even going to count. You're going to go on your own. Sue, you want to do 30 seconds?
Sure.
I want you to picture that punch coming at your head, and you're blocking, 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 blocking.
Ready?
Yeah.
Begin.
All right, here we go. Let me know when we get to 15. Here comes the punch. Here's the block. Here comes the punch. Here's the block.
Halfway.
All right. Here comes my hand. Where's the wedge? Where's your wedge block? Here comes my hand. Here comes my hand. Here comes my hand. Here comes my hand.
3.
Here it comes again.
2.
Here comes another. Here comes another. Here comes another. Here comes another. Right. Good. Awesome. All right. Let me just give me a second, grab some water, take a couple second break. Let me rub the focus lens. All right, so I'm going to use the Muay Thai pads instead of the focus pads that I use with the kids. All right, so I'm going to be in a fighting stance. All right, you're in your fighting stance. You're shadow boxing. All right, what I want you to do is picture me in front of you. You don't even have to picture it because I'm going to be here. And this comes up, that's your target. You hit it. This comes up, that's your target. This goes here, you throw a round kick. If you don't know a round kick and I put the pad here, you don't know what to do, don't do anything. Just keep your hands up and just wait for the next target to go to where, oh, okay, I know what to do there. Oh, I know what to do here, okay? So we'll do 2 30-second rounds. The first round, no, let's do 2 30-second rounds. The first round is going to be me stationary. The second round is going to be me moving around. And I'm also going to be trying to throw my hands at you and try to hit you in the second round. The first round, all you're doing is punching. If I turn it this way, you can use your elbows. Kicking, that's all we're doing on the first 30-second round with a 15-second break.
Ready? Okay, ready?
Yep.
Begin.
All right, here we go. So there's no target now. Just keep your hands up. Just be aware of me. Ready? There it is. Punch, punch. I don't have to tell you what to do. You know what to do. Palm strike, palm strike. This side. All right, how about a low kick? Front kick.
Halfway.
Front kick. Round kick. Round kick. That would be your knee strike. Punch. Knee. Punch.
3.
Elbow.
2.
Elbow.
Break.
Elbow. Remember this elbow we did before? There's 1. There's 2. All right, ready? Last round. Now I'm going to really move forward and back. So be aware of the distancing.
Ready in 2. Begin.
If you have the room, you can move with me. If you don't, stay stationary. Ready, go. All right, so I'm moving away from you. I'm moving in. Now, you might want to move on an angle. Take that 45. You might want to move straight in. You might want to move straight back. All right, there you go. All right, I'm moving back. Here's a kick. There's a punch. Another kick.
Halfway.
Another kick. Front kick. Knee strike. Knee strike. Knee strike. Knee strike. Ready, I'm going to try to hit you. Block. Block. Remember block? Wedge block. Wedge block. Wedge
3.
block. Wedge block.
2.
Punch.
Break.
Kick. Break. Ah, awesome. All right. Grab some water. Wipe the sweat off your head. All right, guys. Awesome. All right. Bow. All right. Awesome workout today, guys. Great. Main thing is, beginners, you walk away remembering one thing, you learn something. You try to walk away remembering everything, you're going to get confused. At least I know I do. Some people can retain information like that. I can't. I mean, I learned something. Even I'll go home and try to practice it, and it falls out of my head. I gotta see it 3 or 4 or 5, 6 times before I start to understand it and then grasp it. And even then, sometimes it doesn't work. So to alleviate that situation, these videos are going to be up on the Facebook page, not taking them down, full class. Then I'm also going to be taking these videos and copying them over to our YouTube page, which will be up and running by Monday of next week. On that YouTube page, I'm also going to put for you men and women out there who have children who train with us, we're going to put the forms, the kicks, all the basic techniques, the stances, all that stuff. But then for the adults, I'm also going to put all of that stuff up there. But I'm also going to do it in the way that we train with it in the adult class and the advanced team class. I will also put up there, a lot of you have been asking about the collie stick patterns that we do. I'll get those up there. We'll do the patterns with the blades and the open and empty hand pattern. So give me some time. We're going to start probably tomorrow to start videoing some stuff and getting it up there. But I promise by Monday there'll be something up for you to use, okay, and practice with. If there's something that you want to see, there's something that you want to practice or something you don't understand, you want me to explain it, let me know. I'll do a quick video and I'll throw it up. Or I'll put it into our next workout, all right? The next workout we're going to have is going to be on Saturday morning, 11 a.m. So we're doing the kids at 10 a.m. I'll do the kids class. Once that's over, I'll stop the camera. I'll save that video so it becomes its own video, and then a minute later, 2 minutes later, I'll start the camera again, and then we'll do what we did tonight, okay? And then we'll do the adult. That way they're 2 separate workouts, all right? All right, so let me just find out. Oh, okay, so really quick. Martial arts. People ask me, how do martial arts differ from hitting a heavy bag, going to the gym and doing a kickboxing class, or doing an aerobic class, or playing basketball, football, or any type of an Americanized sport? Okay, what I like to say to martial arts and yoga, when it's taught as a yoga class and not a fitness class, and when it's taught as a martial art class and not a fitness class, the benefits go far beyond just the physical. Because that's why it's called an art. There's the spiritual aspect of it. There's the aspect of it of learning to be an individual and to push yourself. Not compare yourself to somebody else and always want to have to compete, and I gotta be better than that person, I gotta win this. No, you never have to compete in your life. The person you compete against is you. You get a little bit better than you were the day before, and now you are improving. Now, I'm not saying you can't look up to other people. I'm not saying you can't admire what other people do. I have a lot of people I admire. And a lot of you know who the different people are that I admire. But I don't compare myself to them because I know they're different than me. They may be far ahead of me in what they do, and I'm just starting. Or maybe I'm at the same level they are in a different martial art or whatever it is. So don't compare yourself to other people. Compare yourself to you. Now, with that being said, you can't become the overachiever. You can't be the person that's never happy with your success. Because trust me, if you're never happy with your success, and I gotta run faster, I gotta punch quicker, I gotta do that movement, where are you going with it? In the end, who cares? What does it matter? Enjoyment. Love what you do. Make it so that it's a tool that you use to detox your body, relieve stress, become focused in your work, in your career, with your children, with your outside life. That's what the martial arts and that's what yoga is supposed to develop. It's supposed to throw that ego out the window. Now, with that being said, many a times where I've said, I wish I could play guitar like that person. Or, I can't do that move like Sensei Dai does. Or, I wish I could throw that like Sensei Chris and Sensei Deb. I taught them when I was 5 years old. Both of them are better than me now when it comes to kicking, punching, and sparring. I look at them and I wish I could kick like that. Then I scratch my hand and I say, wait a minute. I'm 53 and they're 20-something. I'm not going to compete against them. That's their thing. I'm proud of what they can do. I don't want to have to match that. I'm good at something else, whatever that something else may be. So let the ego go. And I know it's tough. We're in situations now in this time where we have to really, really dig deep to stay motivated. We have to dig deep to find that happy space. And I'm telling you, the happy space and the motivation will come from relieving the stress. Breathing, meditation, yoga class, martial arts. Get out there and run. Get out there and walk. My wife and I now, once or twice a week, we get out and walk around the neighborhood for 2, 3, 4 miles. And believe it or not, I look forward to that. And when this is all said and done, and we're back to hopefully a different normal than what normal was 6 months or a year ago, I'm going to continue with this stuff. I'm not going to forget about this, because this is what life is about. It's quality, not quantity. And when we understand that, then we learn to respect and really appreciate what we have. And being locked in the house, almost I don't want to say like jail, but being locked in the house with your loved ones, it's quality time. How many times you get to spend this type of time with your children, with your wife, with your husband, with your friend, whoever it is? Take advantage of it. And let's try to take some of this into the next phase of our life when we finally get out of this situation we're in. So it's quality, not quantity, okay? And while I say all of this to you, I don't have all the answers. I'm saying this to you because I want you to believe it. I'm saying it to you because I want me to believe it. I need to say this to myself so that I start to believe what I say. So I'm not saying it because I have the answers. I don't have the answers. I'm trying to get myself to understand that I need to follow this also, because nobody's perfect. All right, so thank you very much. I really appreciate all your support in the school, and I appreciate your support in everything we do here. And if you're really enjoying these classes and you have friends that train or don't train, they want to train, have them join in. That's why I'm doing this on Facebook. It's for everybody. All right? Thank you. See everybody Saturday at 11 a.m.